I started teaching 19 years ago, and when I started teaching, I wanted to see what my students were doing. So naturally, I asked them to show your work. That's what my teachers did when I was a kid. I just thought that's what you're supposed to do as a math teacher. But show your work has a lot of downsides. I lost a lot of kids, and the biggest one that I kept hearing was, I did it in my head. Kids would just tell me, I did it in my head. So my challenge became, how do I get that in their head out? Well, I wanted them to show me their thinking. So I thought, maybe I should ask them that. Show me your thinking. So that started us on, okay, if I want to see what you're actually thinking, I'm going to keep saying, show me your thinking. So just that little tweak got me started. And initially, I started dabbling with problem solving. So I took problems like this, and I asked them to show me how they did it. Through modeling, through coercing, we finally got products that looked a lot better than what I was originally getting. They were labeling their work, they were showing what they're actually thinking as they do either simple problems or complex problems. And that was fantastic. I felt like this was amazing. But eventually, number talks came along. That changed everything. Because now I had a specific way to get them to show their thinking. First, it was through describing what they were thinking. And at first it's painful, but the kids are amazing. They're amazing at the way they can explain what's happening in their brains. And as teacher, the most fun part is getting them to do this. But eventually, they start to do it on their own. They start to show their thinking on their own without me having to take their brain and show it. So we started talking about, okay, have a conversation with your brain. What is your brain thinking? You got it? Okay, write it down. Write it down before you forget, because you're going to show that to people. And this is the kind of things we start getting. I got it from kindergartners, I got it from second graders, and I got it from fourth, fifth, and sixth graders. And it was phenomenal. And you can do this in a lot of different ways. By the way, that's my little daughter. So I took, for example, Greg Tang's Grapes of Math. If you don't have that book, it's phenomenal. But using that with fourth graders, this is her fourth grade classroom, and all the kids got this, and 36 students in there, not one was the same. I took things like 3-act math tasks. Grant Fletcher, wherever you are, thank you. This task was so much fun with second graders, and I asked the teacher to give me samples of work so I could show off. I had way too much, so I just crumpled them together for you. So there's 5 of them. Every kid was thinking differently, and the only thing I asked was, show me your thinking. And they come up with so many different ways. There's other things as well. So next I think is the visual patterns. Yeah, this is fun. So thank you for visual patterns. By the way, if you don't know, we have so much out there. Visual patterns, I started this year with my students, finally connecting it. I teach 6th grade, so I want to connect it to algebra whenever I can. But it's so much fun to see even my lowest students, even the students that say, I hate math, I can't do it. And I just say, just show me what you're doing. Just show me your thinking. Color it if you want. Color makes everything better. This is one of my students who hates math. This is how much she wrote when I asked her, just show me your thinking. Would you rather? This is one of my favorite activities. They die for this. Anytime I put one of these up there, they are talking, and I just do little tweaks when I say, show me your thinking. What are you thinking about? What do you need? What information are we missing? What can I help you with? They start writing notes. They start writing notes about the things that they're thinking in their minds that matter in this. The math, the non-math, whatever it may be. They're really showing what they're thinking. I think the next one is, there's all more. I had so many more to put in, so I just jumbled them all into one slide. Between clothesline math and open middle and estimation 180, every day the kids get an opportunity to show me their thinking. And when we move on to content, they want to go back to this stuff, which is a great thing. So now I have to fix it together. The beauty is I've worked with kindergarten all the way to 8th grade. And show me your thinking works with any age. I can do it with the kindergartners, and I can do it with the 8th graders. I can use technology, or I can use the whiteboard. By the way, that's my niece right in the middle. I get to be in her class. This fits really well with the message that I want to give my students, because I get 6th graders who hate math. Well, you can learn. You can learn math at any age. And I love this you can learn anything hashtag from Khan Academy. It fits in really well with growth mindset. With growth mindset, I'm always trying to get my students to understand you can learn from one another. You can listen to each other. Number talks usually turns into number listening. Because a couple of students talk, other kids go, oh. And you get that light bulb. And finally, my last slide, wow, that went fast. My last slide, these are pictures my daughter draws because I need to get her to do something, and she just steals lines. So one of them the other day, she actually wrote, show me your thinking. So I'm like, oh, that works out. And which one looks like me the most? Oh, they're gone.
Oh, it's good.